Hello and welcome. Hello, hello. Hope you're doing well today. Thank you for joining me live or on the replay. Excuse me. So, today we're talking about body love and acceptance. Hang on a second. Sorry about that. Okay, now let's get going. So, we're going to start with my short little meditation, Elevate, just to allow us to arrive. Slow down. So I'm going to ask you to close your eyes if you're in a comfortable place to do that and put your hands over your heart and just start taking some deep, nourishing breaths. Slowing down, really allowing yourself to arrive in this moment. And bringing your attention out of your head and into your heart. And with your attention in your heart, I want to invite you to think about someone who you really love and who really loves you. So, human or animal, currently on the planet or not, just that someone special, when you think about them, you get a chance to really feel that love, that gratitude, that appreciation, and really allow yourself to feel that. And since our focus is on body love today, imagine sending that love that you feel for someone else or from someone else, send that into your body, into every single cell of your body, nurturing your body with love and acceptance as much as you're able to before we do some tapping on it. And let's take one more deep, nourishing breath together. Opening your eyes, coming back to here and now. So, thank you again for joining me. And as I said, today we're focusing on body love and acceptance. So, you may or may not know, depending on how well you know me, that I was a registered dietitian for 37 years. Yes, I'm showing my age. And I let that lapse last year because I haven't worked as a dietitian since 2014. But the reason I became a dietitian, a nutritionist in the first place, is because I thought it would make me thin. So at the ripe old age of 17, I made the decision to become a nutritionist. I was going to be thin because I would know everything there was to know about nutrition. Obviously, the joke was on me that, needless to say, I don't know everything there is to know about nutrition. And quite frankly, nobody does. We're still in the infancy stages. We obviously know way more now than we did then. But anyway, you get the idea. It didn't work so well. As a matter of fact, focusing on food all the time just made me more obsessed with food and led to me pretty much having more of an eating disorder than maybe I would have had before. So I started dieting at the age of 13 when I weighed 118 pounds. And I think about it now, and it just makes me so sad for younger me that I thought the way to fit in, the way to be a woman, the way to be grown up was to smoke cigarettes and to diet. Luckily, I have quit both of those, quit smoking in 1990. But anyway, quit dieting too. I feel like I have dieted my way up to being overweight or obese. So I'm a big believer in health at every size, meaning that the more we can do for our bodies in a loving way to take good care of ourselves, and not focus so much on the weight, because years and years of dieting affects your ability to lose weight. It just is the truth of it. I'm not saying it's not possible. Of course, it is possible, but it requires a lot to lose weight and keep it off. Yes, there are people that do that, and I'm very happy for them. I just realized you can see my other chair. Hang on a minute. Silly, I needed to move my chair out of the way, huh? Okay, so we are going to do some tapping today on loving and accepting our bodies. And I just want to share a couple things from my newsletter that came out on Monday. If you're not on my newsletter list and would like to be on it, you can join it at my website, yourtappingjourney.com. So that will be in the show notes, yourtappingjourney.com. So, body love and acceptance. True body love is about appreciating and honoring our bodies for all they do for us each day. There are so many things we take for granted, right? If you can hear me, you're probably taking hearing for granted. I have a friend that needs to get hearing aids now. You don't think she's taking her hearing for granted, right? If you can see me, then you're probably taking your sight for granted. If you're able to walk unassisted without a wheelchair or a walker or whatever, you're probably taking walking for granted. So there's so many things that we take for granted. And let me guess, your heart is beating right now, right? And you're breathing right now, right? Other things that you take for granted. Your immune system's working, your digestive system's working, your body temperature regulation is working. All of these things that are happening every day, and we take it for granted. And instead of appreciating and honoring our bodies for doing all this, we're focusing on my belly's too big, or I'm too short, or my thighs are too big, or my butt's too big, or I'm too skinny. There are people that are skinny or see themselves that way, right? So there's also body dysphoria, which means not seeing your body as it really is. And that can go either way. There can be times that you see yourself as smaller than you are, and times that you see yourself as bigger than you are. It doesn't really matter. What matters is how you treat your body, how you talk to your body, how you appreciate your body. And the longer that I've been doing the work that I do, the more I've taken the focus off of weight loss for those of us with extra weight, and put the focus more on treating your body with love and respect, and learning to eat from a place of nurturing and nourishing and nurturing instead of guilt. Here's an example. Let's say you eat a grilled chicken salad for lunch because you believe that's healthy, it's good for you, you should eat it. Okay? If you are eating that salad from a should place because you feel guilty if you chose the burger or whatever it is, then that salad, I don't believe, and maybe I'm wrong, I don't have proof of this. I believe that it's metabolized differently in your body than if you're eating that grilled chicken salad with mindfulness and this is so good, feels so good in my body. I love nurturing my body this way. I love taking good care of myself this way, having some protein and some veggies, and I'm so glad it feels so good. You see the difference. There's a big difference in doing something for yourself out of love and out of nurturing than there is out of doing it out of what I should do. If you are shoulding on yourself, it's metabolized in your body differently, or at least I believe it is, than if you're doing it out of love and good sense. So there's a book by Ellen Sater that's called Feeding with Love and Good Sense that is about how you feed your children. And I think it's how we should feed ourselves too, feeding with love and good sense. So that means, yes, you can have a burger, fries, chocolate cake, whatever it is, occasionally, right? If you're eating it every day to the point that you're feeling like crap, that's a different thing. That is not eating with love and good sense. So that's what we're working toward. We're working toward being gentler with our bodies, more loving with our bodies, more appreciative with our bodies. So I just want to share the quote that was in my newsletter Monday. Your body is a temple, but only if you treat it as one. Your body is a temple, but only if you treat it as one. And this quote is by Astrid Alauda. I guess that's how you say her last name, Alauda. So anyway, that will be in the show notes. So let's shift gears into doing some tapping and talking to our bodies in a more loving, gentle way. So when we're doing our tapping today, we're going to be doing it a little bit different in that we are going to be saying, and I love you, I accept you. We're going to be talking to our bodies in our tapping today. So for those of you who are brand new to tapping, just want to share with you the basics of how to do EFT, emotional freedom techniques, or tapping. Or honestly, this really isn't EFT. EFT is a much deeper modality than what we are using tapping for today. We are using tapping to bring some positives in to our bodies. So when we do our tapping, we are going to be starting on the side of the hand. I always forget YouTube is backwards. I have to think about it. And we're going to be gently tapping 4 fingers on the side of the hand right under the pinky. And we're going to be doing what's called a set up phrase or balancing statement. And you'll just be repeating after me after when we do this together in a minute. The next point after the side of the hand is going to be the eyebrow point, 2 fingers right between the eyebrows. And you can go ahead and start tapping with me if you wish. The side of the eye, under the eye. Don't worry, I'll say these for you when we do this together in a minute. Under the nose. The chin point is the indentation between the lip and the chin. The collarbone point is you find your collarbones, go down about an inch and out about an inch. The underarm point for the ladies is down at the bottom of the bra line. So what is that, about 6 inches under the arm and the top of the head. All right, so if you have some water or tea or something you want to grab a sip of before we jump into our tapping, I'm going to have a sip. So we're going to start out talking about our bodies and then talking to our bodies. So I'm going to ask you to join me in tapping on the side of the hand. Take a deep breath with me. Even though I have judged my body so harshly, maybe I judge my thighs or my hips or my belly. Today I am choosing to be more loving and gentle with my body. So even though I have said some mean things to my body, and I have done things that don't really feel that great to me, today I am choosing to be more loving and accepting of my body. So even though I have not been so nice to myself and my body, I am working toward being more loving and gentle with myself today. Going to the eyebrow. I have judged myself so harshly. Side of the eye. When I look in the mirror, I'm very judgmental. Under the eye. I don't even like to look in the mirror. Under the nose. I've been so hard on my body. Chin. I've judged myself in many ways. Collarbone. And I'm choosing to forgive myself for that today. Under the arm. And I'm working toward being more loving and accepting of myself today. Top of the head. And I'm choosing to do things differently. Eyebrow. Today I am telling my body, I am so grateful for you. Side of the eye. Today I am letting my body know I really appreciate you and all that you do for me. Under the eye. I am so grateful for my ability to breathe. Under the nose. I am grateful for every single heartbeat. Chin. I am grateful for my abilities to see and hear and talk. Collarbone. I am grateful for my digestive system. Under the arm. I'm grateful for my elimination system. Top of the head. I'm choosing not to take my body for granted anymore. And I'm letting my body know I appreciate you. I appreciate what you do for me every day. I appreciate my arms and my legs. I appreciate my hands and my fingers. I appreciate all that my body does for me. So many things I take for granted. And I'm choosing to slow down and be gentle and loving with my body today. And I'm choosing to feed my body in a loving way. I'm choosing to nourish my body with fabulous foods. I'm choosing to nurture my body with fabulous, healthy, nourishing foods. And I move my body in ways that feel so good to me. And I give my body rest. And I allow myself to rest without guilt, knowing that my body deserves rest. I deserve to move and I deserve to rest. I deserve to eat healthy, delicious foods. I'm so grateful that I'm learning to treat my body with love and respect. And I'm learning to honor my body like it's a temple. And I have fun food sometimes. And I'm remembering that there's no right or wrong, that I get to treat myself with love and respect, honoring this precious body that I have. And I am so, so grateful. So I'm going to ask you to stop tapping, put your hands over your heart, and we're going to have a moment of silence while you speak to your body in a loving, gentle way. So maybe you want to tell your body, I'm so sorry that I have judged you so harshly, and I'm learning to be more loving and gentle. Whatever you want to say, we're going to have a moment of silence. And I want you to imagine what color loving your body is to you. So maybe you get a color, maybe you don't. As I tune into loving my body, I think pink. So I'm just going to imagine filling every single cell of my body with this beautiful, loving, healing, appreciative pink energy. If your color is different, choose your color. And really imagine that you're filling up each cell with love, with gratitude, with appreciation. And that honestly, your body is able to feel this, to take this in, to feel nurtured, to feel appreciated, letting go of judgment, being loving and gentle with your body today. And let's take one more deep, nourishing breath together. Opening your eyes, coming back to here and now. Thank you so much for joining me today for working with some body love and acceptance. I'm working on putting a program together on this, so keep your ears open. Excuse me, there may be more to come. Blessings to you all. Namaste. Bye, everyone.